Right, just bear with me a second, guys. Just waiting for my stream to load up on my laptop. A second. Sorry about this, guys. Right, there we go. We should have an audio check now. Yeah, we've got audio. Hello everybody, welcome to a stream on a Tuesday. Welcome to a bit of length, guys. This stream was requested by one of my followers on the Twitch. So he messaged me last night because I did put out a thing yesterday going, oh, come on guys, what streams shall we do? Because, well, today I had nothing planned. Thursday I've got nothing planned, and Friday I've got nothing planned. So I said to my community, I was like, right, you know, what streams can we do on 3 days? One of them was this that was suggested, so I was like, okay, we'll go back and continue off where we left in the last stream, which was on the 25th of May 2022. So where we left off about a month ago. So, yeah. So that's what's happening. We're going to be continuing on from where we were last time. So, ah dear. Sorry, for some reason my laptop seems to be having a moment. And I don't know why. Bear with me a second, guys. Just gonna reset my internet on my laptop a second. Right, let's just check it on my phone a second, see if how that works. So I'm just checking to see how my Twitch runs on my phone. Because my laptop seems to be having a silly moment. Oh yeah, and just to also let you know, guys, Train Sim World 2 hasn't been cancelled from the channel. Train Sim World 2, guys, is... Train Sim World 2, guys. Yeah, Train Sim World 2, guys, is going to be a stream every week now. So one stream every week. It's not going to be every day. So... Right, bear with me, I'm just going to have to shut my laptop completely down. So yeah, that's the way it's going to be, guys. Train Sim World 2 is going to be one stream every week. Going forward, that'll be a mixture, guys, of either American content, German content, or British content. It'll be a mixture, guys. I can't say what it'll be, but like I say, for Train Sim World 2, guys, I'm not going to be sitting going, right, we're going to do British trains all the time. No. But yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, guys, feel free to subscribe and feel free to hit the notification bell as well, and feel free to like and share this video. So I'm not going to go through all the jargon, guys. I'm trying to break it down so the intros are a bit more shorter. But yeah, I'd say I'll link all my social medias in the doobly-doo down below. And I'll link the game down there as well. So there we go. So yeah, I'd say we're playing late today, guys. We're going to continue on from where we left off last time. So let's get into it, shall we? So, no, we'll go continue game, actually. We'll do it that way. We'll do it the logical way. Yep, the logical way. But yeah, there's about 4 streams of this on my YouTube channel, guys. Yeah, because I say I streamed this on the Xbox Series, sorry, the Xbox One. And I'm streaming this on an Xbox Series S is what I'm streaming this on. This has been optimized for Xbox Series X and S as well. So, and I believe, guys, you can play this game on Steam as well. So, but yeah, let's get into it when it loads up. Thursday, September 4th in the morning. So yeah, where we left off last time. Just bear with me a second, guys. Yeah, I was going to do 2 games today, guys, but I'm just going to do, well, I was going to do Lake and Tourist Bus, but I'm just going to do Lake today and then do Tourist Bus a different day. So I might do Tourist Bus on Thursday or Friday. But yeah, there we go. Just bear with me a second, guys. We will get into the game shortly. I'm just trying to sort my laptop out as well as trying to run a stream. So just bears with me. We'll get in the
Good morning, P.O. It's time for a P.O. positive or pet peeves. Okay, folks, let's see what it is today. The floor is yours, Angie.
Good morning, Jack. I've got a pet peeve. Returned videos that have not been rewinded. I mean, really? Be kind and rewind. Thanks.
Duly noted, Angie. And now on to today's weather. We can enjoy the sun in the morning, but the clouds will cover it more and more. Enough talking. Here are some tunes.
hang on. I ain't being striked for music, thank you very much. Hang on, there's a way to turn this radio off. No, not that. Oh, for God's sake. There's a way to turn the radio off. Okay, the radio's not on now. I'm probably gonna get striked on YouTube for that, so right, bear with me a second. Yeah, just sorting out my laptop a second, guys. We will move off shortly. It's just my laptop decided to have a bit of a stupid moment. Going, no, I'm not loading that up, I'm not loading that up. Oh, I'm going to throw my toys out of my pram. So, But yeah, let me just, well, I say my stream's coming up this week, guys. I'll be the Lake today, Microsoft Flight Simulator tomorrow, that's Wednesday the 29th. Thursday the 30th is Xbox Free Play Days or 2 we decided, and Friday the 1st of July is going to be Forza Horizon 5, so yeah, that's all my streams and everything coming up this week. But yeah, like I say, all my links, all my social links and everything, guys, will be down in the doobly-doo, so... Plus the game link will be down in the doobly-doo as well. Alright, do you know what? While that laptop thing was doing its thing, let's go and make some deliveries. So just sitting here like a pair of lemons. Not that. There we go, we've opened the map. So we're about to turn out of here, so we need to go left, do a parcel, do a letter and do a parcel. We'll do the letters and then we'll do the parcel on the way back. There's gotta be a way to turn that radio off. No, not that. Do you know what? We're going to turn the music completely down. Completely off. There we go. Right, this is a letter. Hello, Crips. Sorry, I'm just reading chat off my phone at the moment because my laptop's decided to have a bit of a doofus moment. But yeah, this is Lake Crips. You can actually play this on the Xbox Game Pass as well. It's kind of a storyline of a post person covering her father while her father's away on holiday, so... Right, Jackson Street. Right, we're going to either pick up a parcel or drop a parcel off. Whoa! Nearly drove into a car. That's not good. But yeah, what have you been up to today, Crips? What have you been doing? What have you been watching? What have you been playing?
Oops. Left the package in the truck.
Yeah, we left the package in the truck. Well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. Where are we dropping off? Main Street. 351 Main Street.
That's later than I thought.
Yes, hey Crips, there's no trains or anything in this game at all. No trains. No train driving.
Oh, hello again. More mail for me?
And the tape you gave me.
Oh, wow. You watched it already?
You've
A
been
drifter, a
doing
sleepy town, an affair,
tutorials on
and
main
a plot to
specimen.
kill a husband?
Interesting.
There's a lot more to this movie than I expected.
It's a classic, and probably my favorite noir. They did a remake a couple years back, but it's not as good. You can't beat Lana Turner's smoldering intensity.
Yeah, she's great in it.
I'm so glad you liked it. Most of the people here don't really appreciate the art of classic cinema. They just want to see Police Academy again.
You're selling them short.
Maybe. Just wish I wasn't the only movie buff around.
You seem to enjoy being the expert, though.
Are you saying I feel superior to these rubes? Because I guess I do a little. You know, it's good to see you.
That's nice to hear.
Because I have a sneaky little plan.
Yeah, I think you did hit the caps button by mistake.
Oh, we're whispering now?
I want you to meet me, say, at 5 today.
What? Like a date?
Well, more like a business proposal. You in?
All right, I'm in.
Hurrah! I'll see you this afternoon.
Wait, where are we meeting up?
Your place? It's 102 New Street, right?
Yes. How did you find that out?
Looked up your last name in the Rolodex. Your parents are regular clients.
I guess, but...
It's settled then. See you at 5, partner.
There we go, that was an interesting conversation. Yeah, as hey Crips, I did put out an IRL video today as well. That's kind of why I've knocked the second stream for today on the head. Because I didn't think, oh yeah, when I went out, oh yeah, I'm going to do an IRL video. No, I didn't think about it. And then, well, I did an IRL video, so I thought, you know what? Let's knock the second stream on the head today. So yeah, the IRL video Crips is on my YouTube channel, so you can head over there and have a look. We need to go left for a letter. Sorry, left? No, right. Right. But yeah, tomorrow's stream Crips is a flight sim tomorrow. Trying to do the flight from Gatwick to Glasgow again. Yeah, it's only about a 24-second video on the YouTubes, so it's not that long, my IRL video. But yeah, I'm posting a lot of IRL stuff on here as well as gaming Crips because this is, well, technically my main channel, so... Whoa, person! Looks like we've got a exclamation mark. I think Mr. Mackey. Oops, that's the sign. Right, right, we're on Pine Street. See, it's like I said to you in yesterday's stream, Crips. I'm trying not to be a not an IRL channel. A train sim channel. That's it.
Nope, no answer.
Yep, it was some swans, is what I saw. Crips, how's the stream for you? Is the stream laggy or is the stream alright for you? Right, we're gonna go down East Lake Boulevard. Right, we need to come down here. We need to go and see Mr. Mackey. Reverse. Yeah, Crips, is the stream alright for you, or is it playing up? It's okay, you've got no buffering on your side at all. That's alright then. Sorry if I'm not looking at chat much, Crips. It's because I've got my chat on my phone at the moment, so I'm like having to like look down constantly. See, I don't have it up on my laptop at the moment because for some reason my laptop's deciding to be a silly billy at the moment. Right, Mr. Mackey, I think, yeah, we're going to pick up the cat.
Hi there, Mr. Mackey. How's Mortimer?
Oh, good day, Meredith. Mort's fine. As I expected, it was just a little indigestion. A good night's rest and a bit of lake trout in the morning has done the little critter a world of good.
Excellent. Miss Jenkins will be pleased. Let me take him off your hands.
All right.
There we go.
Hi, Mort. Anything else, Miss Weiss? Enjoying yourself so far?
I'm having fun, yes.
Well, that's good. I'm guessing I'll see you around a lot more, Miss Weiss.
For sure, Mr. Mackey. Have a nice day.
So yeah, Grips, what do you think to this game? I know it's probably not your cup of tea and I know you probably won't play it, so... But what do you think to the game, anyway? Because I say, all you're doing is just driving around, delivering mail, and that's it, basically. And also following a storyline. Right, the cat's in the van. Let's go and make a delivery. Well, put it this way, Crips, I did stream this on my last console as well as this console. But it's just someone in my community requested it, so... I was like... Okay, they requested it, they got what they wanted. Yes, hey Crips, I do accept requests for specific games that I have on my channel. If you want to see a game again, or you want me to bring a game back, all you have to do is just request it to me, and yeah, I'll see what I can do. Because like Crips, for Friday stream, I've got a request, another request for Forza Horizon 5, I got a request, so...
That's lighter than I thought. Hi, Maureen.
Hi, hon. How are you doing
Hey,
this fun day?
Maureen.
I'm fine, but how are you? You know, with the kitchen exploding.
Oh, that? Huh, nothing a fresh lick of paint and a mop couldn't fix. Didn't mean to scare you. Let's pick up where we left off, shall we? And one piece of blueberry pie. Ashley, one blueberry pie. Meredith Wise, back in Providence Oaks. How's life treating you, darling?
It's all right, actually. I delivered a package to Kay at her house earlier.
Yes, she told me. How did that go for you?
I think I put my foot in it, to tell you the truth.
I can imagine it can be a lot to take in for the both of you, especially after being away for so long. Then again, there are some things that never change, right?
You being one of them.
I will take that as a compliment. But I bet the diner looks a bit strange to you, doesn't it?
It looks so different from how I remember it.
Yeah, I decided it was time for a change. Didn't feel the same after my Stan died. World keeps turning. Gotta keep moving along with it, right?
Oh my gosh, Maureen. Stan died? I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
Thank you, darling. But it's really okay. It's been 10 years already. 10 and a half, almost. Oh, boy, did I love that man. We'd been married for so long. It hit me like a brick. But after a while, I decided that sadness wasn't the only emotion I was allowed to have. That's not what Stan would have wanted either.
Sounds like you went through a lot.
Thank you, hon. I do appreciate that. Anyway, you have to get back up. So I did. For me, but also for Kay. She took her uncle's death pretty hard.
I wish I'd known.
Sorry for dumping all that on you like that, darling. Gosh, look at your face. I'm a bit surprised you didn't know. Didn't your parents tell you about it? Or Kay?
They might have. I've been so involved in work.
Oh, it's okay, hon. I honestly don't give a hoot about any blame game. We all have our lives to live, but Kay's been through a lot. Nursed her uncle through his illness, helping me out. I think seeing you again shook her up a little, was all. She must have missed you during those days.
I can imagine. It was good to see her again. I've missed her too.
Then, it sounds like you know what to do. Listen, Meredith. Time marches on. And eventually, you realize it's marching across your face. Life's too short. That's exactly why I decided this place could do with a repurpose after Stan passed. Fresh start. It's been Moe's Diner ever since. And believe it or not, business is better than ever.
That's great to hear, Maureen. Congratulations.
Why, thank you kindly. And listen, you check in with me and Kay again soon, you hear? Don't forget about what's important in life.
Says the woman who forgot my blueberry pie.
What the? Ashley? What happened to that pie? I'm so sorry, honey. I swear that kid...
It's okay, Maureen. I have a feeling I'll be back soon anyway.
Huh? I'll hold you to that.
You bet. Bye, Maureen.
Oh dear. Yeah, Crips, this game on Xbox, from what I can remember, is $15.99. Or you can buy it on Xbox. Buy it on Xbox. You can also play this game on Xbox Game Pass. And if you're watching this on the day this goes live, guys, Xbox Game Pass, you can pick up for 3 months for £1 until the 30th of June 2022. So yeah, you've got 2 days left, guys, to pick that deal up. 2 days. After the 2 days is up, that is it. Right, where are we going? Nope, that's pause menu. Nope, that's the diary. Close the diary, thank you very much. Right, we are down there, so we're going to go down this road. We're going to go past the South Crossroads, past the motel, around here. And we're going to go into the woods to drop something off at Bear Creek. So yeah, like I said, Cribs, this is a really nice game to play this. If you just want something chilled, relaxed, this is really nice, and I've seen really good reviews on this game as well. Really good. And that's saying, even though I'm playing this on an optimized version, it's still as good. Plus, put it this way, Crips, it's also a change from playing Not Being Funny, from playing Train Sim World 2. It's a change. Because, like I said in yesterday's stream, Crips, I can't sit and play Train Sim World 2 every day. As you could kind of guess, I can't handle that. Right, we're not far from the Bear Woods. Yeah, I just made a slight wrong turn. Well done, genius. That's why, as I say, Chris, we agreed for Train Sim World 2 to go every stream every week instead of every single day. Or twice a week. Ah, we're going to see Robert. That's who we're going to see, Robert.
There's a face I remember.
Good morning, Mr. Harris.
Hey there. More paperwork with my name on it?
Well, take a look for yourself.
Thanks. Oh, it gets worse every day.
More bull crap?
Can you believe it? I've been taking care of this lakeside for years. And now they're gonna bulldoze it and build apartments.
Sounds like a great place to live, though. That view.
If you want a nice view, take a picture.
Not when a grumpy man is blocking it.
They say you can file an official objection, but I'm not a great match with bureaucracy. I'd rather get the chainsaw and cut down town hall.
Whoa, 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 easy now.
Just kidding. It's a nice thought, though.
Well, maybe I can help out. I'm better with paper than chainsaws.
Would you? Awesome. I'll think about it. Have a great day.
Good day, Mr. Harris.
Hey, wait up. I'm done thinking about it. Maybe you'd want to go through all the files together? Tomorrow afternoon? At Moe's? Food and drinks on me.
Sure. Who can say no to food and drinks at Moe's?
Awesome. I'll see you there then. I'll bring all the paperwork.
Okay. Bye.
Oh, yeah, so I'd say, Crips, after today, I won't be bringing this game back to the stream again after today, unless it gets requested. Then I'll bring it back. So if it doesn't get requested, then I won't bring it back, so... But yeah, I say the whole storyline of this, guys, is available on my YouTube channel to watch anyway, so... But yeah, what have you got planned for this evening, Chris? What are you doing this evening? Right, gonna go up here and deliver a letter, and then we've got to deliver the cat. To the cat person. Come on, deliver the letter. Thank you very much. Yep, let's deliver Mortimer to the cat lady. Ah, she's waiting for Mortimer. Oh, okay. Well, tonight I'll be watching Sims and Stuff stream doing OMSI this evening. That's the only stream I'll be watching.
Look who's back.
Mortimer! Oh, look at you! You're good as new.
Yeah, Mr. Mackey did say not to feed him cupcakes.
I suppose he's right. It's just that he likes them so much. Don't you, Mortimer? Anyway, thank you so much, Meredith.
My pleasure. See you, Miss Jenkins.
Call me Mildred, dear. Say goodbye to Meredith, Mortimer.
Alright, we've got to return to the post office, and that's Thursday over and done with. So what are you actually watching on TV then, Cribs? What are you actually watching? And that was a car that just decided, oh, I'm going to pull right out in front of it. You bloody git. You utter scumbag. Right, we've arrived back at post office.
No, Angie Eastman, you can't really create a woman with a computer. What
What's
movie
Castle?
is that?
It's called Weird Science. You really haven't heard of it? It was a pretty big hit. I figured you, with your computer background.
All right, I'll add it to the huge mental list I've been compiling ever since we started talking. So that's Weird Science, Life of Python.
Brian, Monty Python's Life of Brian.
Right.
You know, you don't really look the part of a computer nerd either.
I'll take that as a compliment. Thanks.
Well,
Oh,
I
okay.
do kind of have a thing for nerds. But I'm also a sucker for someone in uniform, so I guess you tick multiple boxes. So, any particular reason you're not at the nerd factory anymore?
It's complicated. Multiple reasons, I guess. Push and pull.
Okay, well, I totally get wanting something different, anyway. I used to live in Los Angeles.
Oh, really? Then, yeah. Providence Oaks is pretty different.
Sure is. It's quieter, for one thing. Slower, for another.
Yeah, those are the two things I like best about it.
Me too, I think. It took some getting used to.
So tell me about this plan of yours. Is the suitcase part of it?
Oh, right. It's simple. I want you to distribute movies all over Providence Oaks.
You mean for free?
Yeah. You know the town, you're starting to know the people. Not all of them have VCRs yet, but that's why God invented movie boxes. And by God, I mean electronics companies. Look, it's a VCR in a box, and it's portable too, so you can take it to anyone.
Wow, never seen one of those before.
I've made a list of potential customers and the movies I think they'll like. All you have to do is just deliver the movie box with a movie of their choice. Then you go and pick it back up once they've watched it.
Okay, but what's the revenue model here?
Oh, you! Not everything is about money. It's about promoting the store. Which I guess is ultimately about money. Here, I'll give you these two to start. These are for Lori. You know her, right?
The mechanic girl at the gas station, right?
Yes, good. I have these two for her.
The Love Bug and A Nightmare on Elm Street. This one is about murders in a bathtub, right?
Well, not exactly. You'll just have to watch it. But not before Lori gets a chance. I think she'll love it. After Lori gives back the box, I have a couple movies planned for Burt Mackey. They are Jaws and The Dirty Dozen. That's it for now. If you're in, that is. So, you in?
All right. These addresses seem to be on my route anyway. I'm in.
All right. Thanks a bunch, babe. Now, do you have any more of this great coffee? Actually, I really need to head back.
Oh, what's the rush?
I left the store unattended. Better get back.
I guess time flies when you're having fun.
I guess so.
Wow.
Bye, babe.
That was a quick shoom out the door. Okay, we're on Thursday evening. Oh, we got a phone call.
Hello?
Hey, Meredith.
Hey, Dad! How's life? I heard something about poker, fishing, and margaritas.
Talk to Mom, huh? But yeah, can't complain. How about you? Do you like my job?
To be honest, not too much. It's a bit tedious. And this small town is,
Oh, that's a pity. Maybe you need to grow into it. Or maybe we're just not the same. How's Frank?
Frank's quite the character indeed. Is he married?
Frank married? Yes, to baseball. He places a bet every now and then. Nothing too serious.
And what about Burt Mackey?
Bert. Bert doesn't like to talk much, but he's got a heart of gold. Stay on his good side. Speaking of staying on the good side, your mom's telling me to hurry up. We're going to a movie.
Okay, Dad, don't keep her waiting. What movie?
Stand By Me. About 4 Oregon boys in the 50s. Right up my alley.
Sounds good. Say hi to Mom for me.
Will do. Bye, Meredith.
Interesting conversation. Okie dokie. Yeah, so Crips, I've never seen that Castle Detective thing. What's it, odds? What's it on? Netflix, Prime, YouTube? Right guys, what should we do? Work on the Addit 87 material, stay at home and watch TV, or stay at home and read a book? Let's have a look at the Okay, so what we need to do is work on that one, is what we need to work on.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, Friday, September 5th. Monday morning. Not Monday morning? Friday morning. Monday morning.
Rise and shine, P.O. The time has come for a...
P.O. positive or pet peeve?
Today's
No, not that. Right, we have got... There we go. So we've got a letter up there, 2 letters there. Okay, so let's go left.
is from Mildred, the senior authority on pets and peeves.
It's a positive this time, Jack. My cat Mort
Oh, okay.
was feeling ill, but thanks to Bert Mackey and our new mailman, Merrill, he's in great condition again.
That's fantastic news, Mildred. Now let's see if it will keep raining cats and dogs. I'm happy to say it will be dry later on with a bit of sunshine. Back to the playlist.
Well, say Crips, I don't have access to Virgin or anything like that, so I only watch catch-up TV and YouTube, and that's about it, really. I believe it's across road, so I believe it's that one there, 403 Pine Street. Let's have a look, bring that up. Yep, 403 Pine Street. Now we've got 2 other letters to deliver. Right, we'll go down and we'll deliver the letter on the corner. I believe it's that house just right there.
Ooh, interesting.
Ooh, interesting. And we'll deliver the one down the road as well.
Here's your mail.
Right. Let's say, guys, after this run we'll do one more day after this, and then yeah. Right, where else are we going? Let's have a look. Okay, so we need to go down and turn left to pick up a letter. Mind out, guys. Thank you. I believe it's this house here we're delivering a letter to. This blue house. Yep, correct. So yeah, tomorrow, Crips, will be... Well, to anybody who's watching, will be flight tomorrow. If my flight decides to go completely wrong with my autopilot messing up, we will switch over to tourist bus instead. And then I'd say Thursday will be Xbox 3 Playdays or to be decided, and Friday will be Forza Horizon 5. And I've done that without even looking at my my schedule.
Ooh, interesting.
So yeah, so Crips, I'll probably do another Train Sim World 2 stream next week, so... But yeah, I'll post a schedule, Crips, on every Thursday or Friday I post it, so... We'll see what next week's schedule will be like. I think we're going to pick some... no, we've got to drop something off at the general store. Well, yeah, Crips, if my flight tomorrow decides to actually work, then we'll do flight. If my flight doesn't work, then there's nothing I can really do. But the flight will be from Gatwick to Glasgow, so...
Here's the mail, ma'am.
Ugh, one of those yellow parcels.
Isn't yellow the color of fun and happiness?
It's for that thing behind the door, a photography mini lab. They installed it last week and they want me to operate it. As if I don't have enough on my plate already.
That's pretty nice, actually. I love photography.
Some people think they can become professional photographers overnight.
Well, photography can be just for fun, too, right?
Look, if you want to take photographs, knock yourself out. They want me to practice with the mini lab before the service is officially offered. They sent me a practice kit with the camera and film.
Really? I'd love to take pictures. The surroundings here are wonderful.
Well, here you go, and good luck. Take some pictures and then return it to me. Have a nice day, ma'am.
There we go. You know what? We'll take a picture of a fish. There you go. So yeah, like I say, Crips, if my autopilot and height thing decides to work tomorrow, then yeah, flight should be fine for tomorrow. If it decides not to work, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Right, we will go out here, we'll turn left and then left. We'll go and deliver a package to Moe's, and then we'll go and deliver the movies to the person at the garage. Because yeah, seems to be no other letters to... yeah, I know what we'll do. We'll do the movie box on the way back. So yeah, so Crips, for flight we'll just have to wait and see. But put it this way, Crips, I do have some flight on the channel already, so if you want to go and have a look at that, then you can see exactly what you're going to be in for. But yeah, so guys, if you're after my social links, they're down below in the doobly-doo, so...
Oops, left the package in the truck.
That's twice I've done that now. It's twice I've left the package in the truck and I've gone walking into the bar.
Hi, Kay. Delivery for the diner.
Hey, Meredith. Sure, just put it on the counter, would you?
Kay, about the other day,
What about it?
I really put my foot in it.
Maybe it wasn't the best time for that conversation.
We had to have it sometime.
I suppose.
So... I talked to Maureen.
Let me guess. You got a piece of Maureen's wisdom too, eh? Why doesn't that surprise me? That explains why she wanted me to take over today's shift, then.
She told me about Uncle Stan. I'm so sorry.
Thanks. It was a long time ago, but I appreciate it. It's not the same without him.
I'm sorry I wasn't there. For you and Maureen.
That's kind of you to say, Meredith. I mean, I didn't contact you about it at the time, but then again, I had kind of given up by then.
I guess everyone has their own things to deal with. Even me.
I get it. There's always a reason for things to go the way they do.
Even so, it never seems to be the right reason. Time marches on. What did Maureen always say about that again?
One day you realize...
It's marching across your face.
Oh, Mo. Some things never change.
You say that like it's a good thing.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, Em. It was good to talk. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it was.
I have to get back to it, but see you around, maybe?
I'm sure. See ya.
Right, yeah. Got a parcel to deliver, and then we've got the movies to deliver. So yeah, for the movies trips, who should we give the garage person? Should we give the Love Bug or the Night at the Museum? Night at the Museum? Nightmare on Elm Street, sorry. So if you wanted to know, the Love Bug is Herbie. Reynolds Farm. Love Bug. Okie dokie.
Hey up.
Hello, sir.
I reckon that's a parcel with my name on it.
I reckon your name is Jack Reynolds?
Indeed I am. And I reckon you're the new postal worker?
I reckon you could say that.
Well, thank you much. New around here, I reckon. People call me JR. I'm a farmer and DJ.
I'm Meredith. Nice to meet you. DJ and farmer? That's a rare combo.
Indeed it is. But it's a nice distraction from farming. I've seen better times. I had some spare time and a room in the shed, so I figured, why not?
About your playlist. It's really nice.
Thanks, but I really need to add more songs. But I'm in the middle of a potato harvest. Don't have much time. Hey, listen, postal worker Meredith, I need to get back to work. Can you do me a favor and give this envelope to Frank?
Sure, no problem.
Thank you so much.
There we go. Right. Hey, it stopped raining. Is the audio alright for your Crips on this? Is it okay? Well, that was not good. I'm glad the audio is alright. So yeah, that's the lake there that we're crossing now. Past the motel with the grumpy kid. Mind out, car driver. So yeah, did you watch my YouTube video, Crips, or are you going to watch that later? Through the tunnel. Just bear with me, I will look at your message in a moment. Okay, here's the garage where we need to drop off the movie. What did you think to it, Cribs? Because I say that was one of my non-talking videos.
Hey, Miss W. Got some mail for me today?
No, but I have something else. Angie from the Flick Shack asked me to deliver some movie boxes. She also asked me to deliver some to you.
Oh, tight. What are the options?
Let me see. The Love Bug or A Nightmare on Elm Street. You'll probably love that bug.
I'm almost 16, Miss W. That's a kid's movie.
Well, I watched it when I was in college.
So you're saying it's an ancient kid's movie?
You just don't understand the classics. So you'll pick A Nightmare on Elm Street?
Give me The Love Bug.
I thought you didn't want that one.
Ugh, I don't. But if my parents catch me watching Elm Street, they'll ground me for a week. I wish they'd just take a chill pill and see that I'm basically an adult. I fix cars.
Oh, no, that's too bad, Lori. Maybe you can watch it at a friend's house instead.
No, I'm homeschooled. There aren't many teenagers here, as you may have noticed. So I don't really have any friends to watch it with. So it's the love bug for me.
Tell you what, take the Love Bug now and we'll watch the horror movie at my place. Would Sunday work for you?
What? Really? Yes, it would. That'd be wicked, Miss W.
Of course. I'm always in for a good fright. So, see you Sunday?
Totally. Thanks so much.
Deal. Have a nice day.
There we go. So yeah, Crips, did you see at the end of the video what the geese did to the man on the bike? Sadly, I didn't pick up the audio of it, but did you see what the swan did? Right, we're returning to post office. Then we'll do one more day. And I know we need to drop a letter off to Frank as well. End work day. Oh no, we got something to do with Robert as well, haven't we?
Meredith and Robert. Welcome to Moe's. Table for two?
Hi, Maureen. Yes, please. A quiet one if possible. We've got work to do.
Is that what they're calling it now? Speaking of work, Robert, someone reckoned they could fix the roof themselves and, made it worse somehow. I mean, foot just went right through. No physical harm, thankfully.
The roof. Yes, I promised to take a look at it. Let me check out the damage real quick. Be right back.
Thanks, darling. Sure is one of the good ones right there.
He seems very nice, but I haven't actually talked to him longer than 10 minutes.
What's time got to do with anything? You know what you want when you see it, hon.
Oh, Maureen, please. What do you take me for?
For a human being, of course. Don't go telling me city life turned you into a robot now. I don't buy it for a second. Anyway, let me show you to my nicest table. I hear the sun hits your face in all the right places here.
Okay, so what you're saying is, there's a couple of things we can do, but no chainsaws.
Definitely no chainsaws, for the moment. It's just that the remaining options will take time, effort, and patience.
Well, that's 1 out of 3 for me.
Can I get you lovebirds? Anything else?
Maureen, really? I could always decide not to fix your roof today, you know?
Don't worry, Robert. I know Maureen. I'm sure she doesn't mean anything by it. I could go for a glass of red wine, Maureen.
Gotcha, hun. Robert?
The same for me, please.
Sure thing. Back in a jiff. Ashley! Did we get that wine order in last week? They what?
Glad we're finally done for today. But there's more to come.
I'm sure you'll do fine.
Thanks, but you don't sound very convincing.
You'll be fine. When the going gets tough.
The tough get going. I love that song.
Okay, you two hard-working individuals. Here you go.
Thanks, Maureen. Cheers. So, how's life in P.O. so far?
It's only been a week, but so far so good.
Yeah, I've been here a bit longer. Time sure does fly.
When you're having fun?
Yeah, look, Meredith, I'm sorry. I really better get started on fixing that roof. It's just, that's quite a big job. While it's still light out and all. You know. So, thanks so much for your help. I mean, I really do appreciate it. Drive home safe. I'll see you around town. So, yeah, I'll see you.
Everything okay over here?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure.
Bit weird. Friday afternoon.
Good day. My name is Walter Morgan. I'm from the Postal Service. I'm calling with regards to compliance to policies and guidelines, such as the use of Postal Service property, code of conduct, and so on. I will be in touch again soon.
Meredith, it's Steve.
Oh, hi, Steve.
Thanks so much for improving the text and sending it back to me. I'm confident this will improve our chances of securing a monster deal.
You're welcome, Steve. A monster deal?
It's a monster deal. The big retailer, big money, big prizes.
Calm down, Steve. And what happens now?
Well, yes, calmness is needed. Eyes on the prize. The next steps are me going to meet up with them this week. Discuss terms.
Eye of the tiger. Go get him, Steve.
Thanks, Meredith. Speak soon.
The eye of the tiger. Right. What else? What does it say we need to do? Nothing. So, should we stay at home and watch TV or stay at home and read a book, Crips? And yeah, what I would say, Crips, is rewatch the YouTube video and watch right at the end where the swan goes for the guy on the bike. So yeah, should we do number 1 or number 2, Crips? Watch TV.
Let's see what's on TV tonight.
Previously on Bon Appetit.
I have good news. Jean-Paul has agreed to become the chef of the downtown restaurant.
Oh, that's fantastic!
Rock and roll! There is only one problem. Jean-Paul is not a cook, but a car technician.
Saturday, September 6th in the morning.
Good morning, Meredith. There's an envelope today with an incomplete address on it. It only says Mickey and June, Lake Campground, Providence Oaks. Do you think you can find that?
Yeah, I think I know where that is.
All right. Have a great day.
Thanks. Oh, by the way, Frank, I wanted to ask you something.
I will not babysit Mildred's cats.
No, it's about something else. What's in those envelopes for you?
Oh, that's just for stamps. Saves them the hassle of driving up here. Hey, I gotta get back to work. Catch you later.
Okay, thank you, Frank.
Morning, P.O.
Let's have a look at our map. So, if we turn left out of here, we got a parcel and a letter and a letter.
How about a pet peeve to start the weekend? Or will it be a positive? Tina Banks has the answer.
P.O. positive or pet peeve?
Jack, I've had this pet peeve for years. We've got a beautiful lake and a nice boulevard, but why don't we have one of those coin-operated binoculars?
I like the idea, Tina. Let's take a closer look at today's weather now.
Yeah, so Crips, have you watched any more of my other IRL videos? I think I've got like about 50 IRL videos on my channel now. Over 50. Right, we've got a parcel to deliver. Which I think is 104 West Street or 102 West Street. (104 West 2nd Street).
Nope, no answer.
I take it the ones you've watched then, Crips, are all my train ones. I don't walk into the post box. No, that's the start menu. So yeah, we'll do this day, guys, and then yeah, we'll finish up there. (104 East 1st Street). Well, you know, Chris, my IRL's not just based on trains is based on anything I find in the world, like in the words in the IRL. So anything I find outside, I will video it if I want. Right, we'll go left. I'll follow the lake round without crashing into the barrier. So yeah, like last week, was it last week or the week before, I did do a video on our local water taxi, so... So I do try to find different things to do videos on. Yeah, I sometimes do buses as well, sometimes. If I'm in the mood for it. And if I see something different. Right, we need to go down here.
I remember Dad telling me, Meredith, the picnic area is for the older kids. I think I was 17 when I had my first actual picnic here. It rained.
It rained.
Hello there.
Hey, how are you?
I may have mail for you.
Is it addressed to Mickey or June? Or both?
To both. Here you go.
Oh, sweet brother Damien, savior in the hour of darkness.
Never mind him. He's a bit stressed out. We were a bit low on paper. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Meredith. Nice to meet you too.
Woo!
Toilet paper?
Probably a bit of cash and some roll-in paper.
Ah, that kind of paper. No harm in that.
Amen, sister. Thanks for the delivery.
You're welcome. So, are you guys on vacation?
Sort of. Although I guess you need a job for a vacation.
Joan, can you get in here, please? Now?
Oh, that's my cue. It was nice meeting you. Sweet Meredith.
Can you, like, not tell the authorities your whole life story?
Meredith's not the authorities. Nice little picnic area, that. Really nice, and that was a rock. So I don't know why that notification for Nightbot keeps coming up. I have actually deleted that off my Nightbot, but I'll have a look after the stream, see if it is deleted. Because I say I did demod Nightbot and I remodded him, so I don't know what's going on. But I think we're going to pick up the box from... No. I don't know. I'm having a moment. Right, we'll go down here. Mind the deers. 115 Willow Road. Living in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, what were the words? So, what have you thought to this game then, Crimps? Then we gotta deliver something to Robert again. There's good old Robert. Having fun with his wood.
Hi, Robert. Here's the mail.
Thanks, Meredith. And, sorry for leaving all of a sudden yesterday.
Yeah, what was that all about?
Well, it was just... I needed some space. I think I've gotten a bit too used to being on my own.
Was I such bad company?
No, not at all. I really enjoyed it. I just don't want you to feel weird about it. I was the weirdo.
There's nothing wrong with a little weirdness.
I just wanted you to know that. Anyways, let's see what's in the mail. The dentist appointment. Wait, why am I sharing that with you?
So, no news regarding those apartments?
Nothing. Hallelujah. This gives me a bit more peace of mind to work on my wildcard plan.
Wildcard plan?
Wildcard plan. Yes. Also, highly confidential.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Thanks.
Yeah, go ahead. Do what you need to do, Robert. Right, back in the van. I don't know where this is taking us. Decided to go on a bit of a scenic tour. Oh, I see where it brings us out.
Whoa. This is close to where I had my first kiss.
That's a bit of information I've never heard before.
Hey, Lori. Did you watch The Love Bug?
Hey, Miss W. Yes, I did, and I guess I liked it.
You don't have to hide it from me, Lori. You can say you loved it.
I guess it wasn't bad. It was really fun, actually.
See? Ancient isn't all bad. You still ready for Sunday?
I have never been more ready. It's going to be rad.
Yeah, totally tubular, right?
Sure, Miss W. See you Sunday.
Right, let's put this in the back of the vehicle. Yeah, we're gonna have to drop that off at the video store. Right, we've got a letter, a parcel, and the video player to drop off. Nope, that was a sign, you lemon. Right, we're on Walnut Drive. Okay, we've got a delivery there as well. Which is 103 Vintage Street. Looks like they're at home. But you will knock on the door and we'll get no response.
Alright, I'll leave it on the doorstep.
That's something we can't do in the UK, leave your parcels on the doorstep. Right, let's drop the video player off and then return to the post office. Whatever I just clipped there, I don't know what I just clipped. Right, the post office is there, but we're going up to the video shop second. Hey, look, it's the Karate Kid. Well, I did not pick up the parcel. Or the package. There we go, picked up the package.
Hi, Angie.
Oh, hey.
So, hey, I dropped off and picked up those movies.
Right.
Listen, if you're busy, I can come back later.
Yeah, actually, now's not a great time. There's 2 more movies on the counter. If you could deliver those, that'd be peachy.
Jaws and The Dirty Dozen. I'm on it. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it.
Great. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Bye.
You just let me get back in the van with the package. Okay, we're going down to Mr. Mackey. So yeah, Crips, what have you thought of this game and stream? Now the turning for Mr. Mackey is here. So yeah, I literally get out of the truck and I've still got it. Mr. Mackey is over there on his fishing boat.
Mr. Mackey, I've got this movie box for you.
Leave it on the porch of the cabin, could ya?
I need to know if you prefer a war movie or a shark movie.
Huh? Movies? Just pick something. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Right, should we go for Crips? Should we go for Jaws or should we go for Dirty Dozen? Which one, Crips? Should we go for Jaws or Dirty Dozen? I'm glad the game is good and the stream is good. Dirty Dozen. Okay.
Fine. Enjoy the Dirty Dozen, Bert. Have a nice day.
Right, now we can return to the post office. So yeah, I'm not sure what other games this publisher has actually done or created, so... But yeah, this is a really nice, interesting game, so... Right. We'll turn in here, and then that's this day done. It'll probably throw us into watching the movie with Laurie as well. Saturday evening.
Hey, Em, it's me, Kay. Wow, I just, instantly dialed your parents' number. Superpowers! Probably just muscle memory or something like that, right? Or maybe it's like that thing where you smell something and it instantly triggers this mega old memory you didn't even know you had. Know what I mean? Oh man, I had that once when Barry bought me lilacs, and the smell instantly mentally teleported me to when I was 6 years old and fell out of a tree. And I ended up with all this lilac-smelling tree gunk all over my face. You remember that, right? What if it's like that with old phone numbers? You go, must dial M, and then your brain just triggers your fingers to dial? Man. Anyway, I didn't call about that, obviously. I was thinking of maybe taking a stroll around the lake this Sunday, clear my head, and then Maureen suggested maybe you'd like to tag along. Not that I'm asking because of Maureen, of course. Just thought it might be fun to check out the old hangouts and the lake sites and all. If you do want to join, I'll be at the watchtower overlooking the lake at 11 a.m. Sunday. I'll probably hang around a bit, so I'll see you when I see you. Sunday morning watchtower. Be there or be square.
Right, shall we decide to meet Kay or shall we decide to be too busy? Crips, which one? So meet Kay or be too busy? Okay, we'll meet Kay.
The Countess and the Carpenter. Chapter 2. Cecilia hated old Mr. Nabenshoe's table manners. The way he slurped rhubarb into his digestive system was quite the dampener on Cecilia's appetite. She wanted to get out of here and drink and dance with the common folk. Every night, she heard their merry noises travel through her bedroom window, the sounds of real life.
I didn't ask for the game to do the reading, but I did. Sunday, September 7th, morning. very old-fashioned computer. That was an interesting one.
Hey, Em! Em! Up here!
Hiya! Should I just come up?
Come on up! You just have to watch your step on the third ledge. Should be good.
I completely got what you just said, and I'm coming up. Hi there. Good to see you.
So glad you made it. Isn't it nice up here?
Sure is. Oh, that view. Gets me every time.
Sounds like you're starting to remember what's great about P.O.
Those times we took some pie up from the diner after school and sat here talking about whatever we felt like.
Oh, yeah. How about that afternoon I snuck in some beers from Uncle Stan, and they were really disgusting, and you puked all over the rail? In fact, wasn't it kind of where you're standing right now? Oh my gosh, it totally was.
Hold up. I seem to remember it was closer to where you were standing. Like exactly where your hands are now.
Oh! I'm glad you're back. I kind of missed having you around.
I feel the same way.
So, what's life been like for you since you left? Positives? Negatives?
You know, I went to university, got a job. On the whole, it's been really good. And the company I work for has a major break coming up, so that's interesting.
Oh, that sounds great. Congratulations.
Thanks. It certainly is something to think about.
I can imagine Providence Oaks seems boring by comparison.
Well, maybe it is, and maybe it isn't.
Ooh, that sounds juicy. Is this about something or someone?
That's for me to know and me to find out.
Ooh, there she goes with the crazy eyes. M still stands for mind your own beeswax, I see. All right, I'm backing off.
What about you? Did you end up going to college?
Yeah, about that. I mean, I wanted to go to art school, yes, but turns out I wasn't good enough, or at least that's what they told me when I applied. So I decided to stay and do my own thing. Make music, perform and stuff, you know. I picked up some shifts at the diner, Barry and I reconnected, got married, and then Max came along. You haven't met him yet, have you? He turns 13 in a few months. Time flies. Anyway, having Max gave things a different rhythm, but I still continued with my music. Even managed to get a bit of a buzz going in Portland. Lined up a few interesting gigs. Tough to balance, but fun.
And then?
Yeah, just like that, Uncle Stan got sick. Hit him and Aunt Mo like a ton of bricks. It was crushing. There I was, just about to get somewhere with my music. But I just couldn't let them down, so I stayed. Helped out nursing Uncle Stan, picked up his shifts at the diner.
Sounds like you really stepped up.
Well, in hindsight, it was a lot. In the moment, though, you don't stop to think. You just do it.
Where was Barry in all this?
Barry was actually really great. We divided tasks back at the house, and he took care of Uncle Stan when he could. No questions asked. He was just there.
And now you still work at the diner?
Well, Mo has offered a couple of times to put my name above the door at the diner. Up until now, it felt like too much. Too soon. Too definitive. But I don't know.
maybe if she asks again, I'll think about it. The way things ended up, it may not have been part of my master plan, but I got to spend some of the most precious moments of my life with the most precious people I know. Got to say goodbye to Uncle Stan and be there for Mo. He basically raised me. I'm grateful I got to do that for them. And I built a family of my own, right here in good old P.O. And one day, those kids will hurl all over this rail, just like we did. So yeah, it's been tough, but looking back, I wouldn't trade any of it for the world.
That's so great, Kay. I'm glad at least one of us grew up to be a well-rounded individual. Is there a manual I can borrow?
Well, after you left, I had to raise myself, didn't I? So, ready to descend to the world below?
Yeah, seems like it's time.
Come on, then.
That was a nice conversation on top of a watchtower. Sunday evening.
Hello?
You're speaking to Monster Deal Central. How may I help you?
Hey, Steve. You're in a good mood?
Meredith, please tell me to calm down. We are so close to a deal. Added 87 in shops all across America. Monster Deal.
Oh, wow, that is so awesome. Tell me more.
Okay. I met up with this big retailer, right? They read our great pitch. They loved it, and they want to buy 250,000 copies of Added 87. 250,000. Multiply that by like $35.
What? That's millions of dollars of revenue.
Millions, and it's just the start. Listen, I've got the contract right here. I'm sending over a copy. You should have it tomorrow. Please, check, double check it right away. I want your blessings before I sign on the dotted line, okay?
Gotcha, Steve. Don't worry about it.
Awesome. I'll be in touch again Tuesday evening. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
He has lost the plot.
It's official. I love horror movies.
A Nightmare on Elm Street is radical. It was amazing. Thank you for watching, Miss W.
You're welcome. I'm never going to sleep again.
Huh, maybe you shouldn't have watched the movie. Man, I wish my parents would let me watch these movies. I can't wait until I move out.
Yeah, oh well. I hope you had fun.
Yeah, I did. Maybe it's about time I convince my parents that I'm old enough. I'm almost an adult, and I don't want to wait until I've moved out until I can watch another horror movie.
Don't worry. We can always do this again sometime.
Yeah, I had fun. I hope you did too.
For sure. Maybe we can visit Angie's store and find a new movie to watch.
Oh, yeah, totally. Good night, Miss W.
Man, we should go on to Monday morning, where we land up at the post office.
Oh, Steve's parcel. And another note from Tess. Hey, Em, here are Steve's contracts. I bet you're in the mood for some light reading. And now without sarcasm, really, I must admit the energy here is contagious. Is Addit actually going to take off? See you soon. Tess.
Good morning, Miss Weiss.
Good morning, sir. I didn't see you there.
The name's Walter Morgan. I'm with the Postal Service. I left you a message on your answering machine earlier this week.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Miss Weiss, if you could follow me into the office, I'd like to ask you a few questions. Are you familiar with the Postal Service policies?
Yes, well, the gist of it.
Can you remember the segment from Chapter 11, Section 3, first paragraph?
Ah, yes, Chapter 11. Riveting stuff.
It says in Chapter 11, Section 3, first paragraph, and I'll paraphrase,
It is forbidden to use Postal Service property for personal gain.
Yes, very bad. Not good. Not good at all.
Miss Weiss, I'm aware that you've only just begun working here, but I trust that you do not take the responsibilities of a postal worker lightly.
If you look up the definition of integrity, it has my picture next to it.
The Postal Service puts its employees under the highest level of scrutiny. I advise you to answer the following 3 questions truthfully. A yes or no will suffice. Do you know Frank Coleman?
Yes?
Have you ever given him envelopes or received envelopes from him that weren't postmarked?
No?
Are you aware that Frank Coleman wagers bets on baseball games?
No.
No.
That will be all. Thank you for your cooperation.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There we go. And I can tell you, I did not like that man in that suit. So yeah, there we go. What did you think of the man in the suit, Crips? Did you like him or did you not like him? Because I was not 100% keen on him, to be honest with you. But yeah, there we go, guys. That is Lake. So yeah, I was going to do Tourist Bus today, but kind of don't have to. Well, did an IRL video instead of doing Tourist Bus. But yeah, as I say, Tourist Bus will be back later this week, guys. So. Okay, you didn't like the guy in the suit. Okay. So yeah, my stream's coming up for the rest of the week, guys. The next 3 days, that's all that's left. So they will be Wednesday the 29th of June will be MSFS flight from Gatwick Airport to Glasgow. Thursday the 30th will either be Xbox free play date or to be decided, and Friday the 1st of June will be Forza Horizon 5. So yeah, that's what's coming up for this week, guys. But yeah, there we go. As I say, if you're watching us on YouTube, guys, feel free to subscribe and feel free to turn the notification bell as well. And if you've enjoyed it, feel free to like and share. But yeah, I will link all my social links and all that down in the doobly-doo down below. I'll also link the game down in the doobly-doo as well. But yeah, if you're interested in this game, guys, it is $15.99 on the store. That's yeah, because it's available on Steam, Xbox, Microsoft Windows. I'm not sure if it's available on PlayStation, so. But yeah, there we go. That is everything from words. That's everything from me today, guys. Everything. I will be back tomorrow for some flight. Hopefully, if some, I say, guys, if my flight goes wrong tomorrow, we'll switch over to some Tourist Bus. So yeah, there we go, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Stay safe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.